During Bayis Sheni, only the two tribes went up. Shegala b'Babel. So if you're having a nevuah that the Bnei Yehuda and the Bnei Yisrael will gather together, is obviously not talking about Bayis Sheni. This must be talking about La'asalavai. And they will come up from the land. Which land? America. All the galus. May eretz galusam yalu la'artzam. V'hamafarshim zeho inyan ala galus inenu nachaim. Those who say this is referring to the exile itself, it's not correct. Kima inyan v'samu lahem roish echad l'mi sheyech b'galus. What does appointing one leader got to do with going into galus? V'gam v'olu min ha'aretz ki hayalai laimar v'yardu. So it's obviously not referring to galus. Go to the next Radak. The Radak says Mashiach lo yeh lahem l'roish ad sheyeh b'Yerushalayim. They have to first go up. Some say this refers to Eliyahu Hanavi. Okay. Ki gadol yom Yisrael. What is the Yom Yisrael? Yom Eis Shenishbar Kashtam Be'emek Yisrael. The day that their bow will break in the valley of Yisrael will be very great. Yisrael, if you look back, Pasuk Daled, Vayomer Hashem Elav, Kirash Shema Yisrael, Ki Oid Ma'at, this is Parak Aleph Pasuk Daled, Ufakadati as Demei Yisrael al Beis Yehu. The house of Yehu killed out the house of Achav at a location called Yisrael. So this pasuk, according to Radak, is a reference back to the Yom Yisrael, the day that the Beis Yehu will be broken in the valley of Yisrael for killing out the house of Achav. Gadolhu, it's great. U'ma'od arach zman galusam, and that, in other words, Yom Yisrael refers to the galus. In other words, once God broke the house of Yehu for destroying the house of Achav, that galus lasted a very, very long time. The tam avoinam begalosh arzman rav, and their sin was finally wiped clean in the long and bitter exile. That is the opinion of Radak. Yom Yisrael refers to the galus. However, Rashi here learns a little differently. Rashi says that Yisrael, who's the Rosh Echad? David Malkam. Their one head is King David. Ki Gadol Yom Kibbutz Zuriyasam, the gathering of their seed. Yisrael is a lashon of what? Zera. In fact, Tosfos in the Sechta Psachim on Daf Pei Zayin Amud Beis, he says Yisrael al Shem Ha'asid. In the future, She Yizru B'Goyla, they will be planted in the galus. In the She Yizru B'Goyla, they will be planted in the galus. Okay, so the Gemara says Kigot. Now I want to read to you another Gemara. This is Gemara on Pei Chesam and Aleph. Amar Rabbi Yochanan. Says Rabbi Yochanan, Gadol Kibbutz Galiois Kiyom Shenivru Bay Shamayim Va'aretz. Great is the ingathering of the exiles, like the day that heaven and earth were created. Shenemar V'nikbitzu b'nei Yehuda u'b'nei Yisrael yachdav v'samu lahem roish echad v'yalu min haaretz. Why? Ki gadol yom Yisrael v'chsiv v'yihi erev v'yivoker yom echad. It says yom by Bria Shemayim v'aretz. It says yom by the ingathering of the exiles. Ki gadol yom Yisrael. So we see from here, great is the day of the ingathering of the exiles, like the creation of heaven and earth. So what's the significance of the fact that it says Yom? Apparently there's something unusual about the word Yom. Rabbi, so let's take a look here at the Malbim. Yeah? So let's go back to Pasuk Aleph. See the Malbim? Sahaya. Now this is the answer of Hosea. Sahaya, Tshuvas Hosea, Davar Zeh, Hura be'enei Hosea. This was bad in Hosea's eyes. L'garish es ishta v'yasvanav, to divorce his wife and kids. V'chen chazar midvarav hakoidmim. He therefore retracts from his original words. V'hischal elam yizchus al Yisrael. He starts advocating on behalf of the Jewish people. Amar al Hashem, ich tirtzu shalechas aim hachnesiya v'esbaneh. How can I send away this woman and her children? But in the future, in other words, the Malbim is reading the Drush Kipshutai. In other words, this is not a new nevuah that Hashem, like the Sifri learns that Hashem had originally called Hosea to prophecy disaster, but then when he changed his mind, he had in prophecy hope. No, this is Hosea's response to Hashem. Hashem said, send them away. Hosea says, I can't send them away. You know why? Because in the future, the truth is, sand has a count, has a number. In other words, is there a number of the sand? Yeah. But could you count it practically? No, because it's too numerous. So you can't be soy for it. Well, so you know what? So I won't count it. I won't count the granules. I'll measure it, right? Say it's what? I'll weigh it, I'll measure it, right? We'll say it's a mile long, and no, it says the Malbim, you can't measure it either. Why? Most of the sand is hidden in the depths of the sea with the you can't even get there. In other words, we were reading it poetically. Lo yimad, lo yisafer. The Malbim says no. Lo yimad, lo yisafer is to count. Lo yimad is to measure. Measuring is not even possible. Im mitzad ribuyam. First of all, you can't count the Jews because there's so many. Im mitzad sheyu mifuzar min asam ba'af. They are scattered to the ends of the world. Right? We don't know exactly the asseret haShebatim and all these lost tribes and these people who have some kind of connection. Many of the Shvatim are considered as lost. The Bnei Moshe, Bnei Menashe, this tribe, that tribe, this the group of people in Africa and India. The analogy is perfect. The same way most sand, we can't even locate to begin measuring it. Most Jews, you cannot locate them. We don't know where they are. What country are they in? What tribe do they belong to? And we could add in America too. If you ever took a look at any census that was taken in this country, how are you supposed to count the Jewish people? Most Jews are not affiliated. Most Jews probably don't even know they're Jewish. So it's impossible to count the Jews. And that it will be in the future that even though now Hashem says, you are not my people, now there are Jews who are cast away in the ends of the earth. But the time will come. They will recognize that God is still alive. And He is overseeing His children with wondrous hashgacha. That's how they existed and lasted throughout the galus, and it will become known that we are the selected children of Hashem. And in other words, this is all Hosea's response to God. He's saying, God, I can't send them away. Maybe now they are considered to you as not your children, but the day will come that they will be so numerous and they will appreciate your hashgacha pratis, and therefore I can't cast them away now. Pasuk Beis in the Malbim, v'nikbetzu, they will be gathered, v'acharkach, v'achros haYamim, yiskabtzam v'fuzarim. Those who are scattered will be gathered. Bein b'nei Yehuda, whether it's the b'nei Yehuda, they were shegalu b'churim ma'is rishon, ayidei Nebuchadnezzar, shelo yishovu kulam b'mei Ezra. Whether it's the b'nei Yehuda who will return, because they didn't all return in the times of Ezra. Ubein b'nei Yisrael, shehem asseret haShebatim, who were exiled through the king of Ashur. Kulam yiskabtzu mimakomes pezureim, they will all gather from their place of being scattered. V'yiyu yachtav la'am echad, v'gam yosim lahem roish echad. Who is the roish? Mashiach ben Yoseph. Shehu yiyah l'roish aleim tchila, he will first be the head. Va'olu min ha'aretz, he will emerge. Yalu miklal kadur ha'aretz, he will come up from the globe of the land